Hey you guys, it's Bright tonight. We're here with a little bit of a part 2 to Gypsy Rose Blanchard doing this at-home bleach balayage disaster that she created. And now she's in hot water because the place that she went and chose to fill up her basket with all of this stuff that she did not need, it's now come out that she wasn't even supposed to be allowed to purchase things at the store because she is not licensed and not a professional. So now we're going back and forth with the brand. People are upset at the store. Gypsy has had to respond to this. And I just had a few thoughts about the sheer entitlement. So we're going to chat. If you're interested, please keep watching. Right, you guys, so I will link part 1 down below in case you want to see her fry off her hair and do the actual haul. But the store that she went to is called Salon Centric, and it's in Louisiana. In my area, I don't know of this store. I don't think, like, it might be kind of a southern chain, but it's for professionals. You have to be licensed. You have to, you can't just be someone who wants to dye your hair and go to one of these stores. Now, I've also heard of Sally's Beauty Supply, and I believe Sally's is different because you can go into a Sally's and buy things like dye and hair products and not necessarily need to be a license holder to buy things. And it's interesting because in part 1 of my video, I was receiving comments along the lines of, why was she allowed to buy these things? Why was she allowed to go in there and do an entire haul? Who let her in? Whose license did she use? And I saw a couple of the comments, and then I saw more and more and more, and I gathered, okay, so this store is not like another beauty supply store where you can just walk in and buy things. So Salon Centric has obviously been contacted probably hundreds of times by people that have consumed this and have been upset that Gypsy was allowed to go in there and buy these products. The first thing that I came across was Gypsy posted herself a clip, like a still shot from her haul video, and a comment, and she said, "I apologize for any issues. I was unaware that I needed a license upon entering the store and was told midway through shopping, and the lady said she would allow me to complete my purchase this time." Off the bat, that's bullshit, because there are signs on the front door that says you can't come in here and just buy things. We are not a regular hair or beauty supply retailer. You have to be a professional, you have to be licensed, all of those things to come into the store and buy anything. So the first part is obviously a lie. Would I expect her to be truthful? Never, not now, not ever. But the second thing is she's now getting the staff member in trouble by throwing the staff member under the bus as a way to make herself look so innocent. Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. But your employee let me do it. I really hope that the employee did not get fired, but let's go through the video where Gypsy is literally fighting for her life in the comments, going back and forth because a hairstylist made a video and said, "Hey, Salon Centric, why did you allow this to happen?" And they responded and they said, "Salon Centric proudly supports licensed beauty pros and the professional beauty industry. Though we are in the initial stages of our investigation, we recently found that a celebrity..." Hard stop. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is not a celebrity. How dare you label her as a celebrity? She is a murderer. She is known for orchestrating the murder of her mother and using an autistic man to carry it out for her. She is not a celebrity. So check your vocabulary, Salon Centric, but let's continue. Was able to shop in one of our B2B stores. Please know we are conducting a thorough investigation and will put appropriate measures in place to ensure it does not happen again. I hope that the staff member that Gypsy Rose threw under the bus by filming this, posting it, getting in trouble for it, and then throwing the staff member under the bus, I hope that that person did not lose their job, because we are in a climate right now where coming across work is not the easiest thing. You know, you've got Gypsy Rose over here sitting on a mountain of blood money, and you're throwing a retail worker under the bus so that you can look so meek and innocent. Oh, I didn't know. There are signs on the door. Come on now. And 2 hours after Salon Centric put this comment on this other creator's post, Gypsy responded with what I read earlier. I apologize for any issues. I was unaware that I needed a license upon entering the store and was told midway through shopping, and the lady said she would allow me to complete the purchase this time. And where it got cut off was, she also says, like I said, I was not aware of this requirement upon shopping. Of course, people have done Google Earth and pulled up photos of the front door. There are signs all over the front door. It's very obvious that this is not a retail location for people that are not professionals. Now, doubling down and making the lie even more embellished, Gypsy also says, I didn't see a sign. I saw a sign that said enter at this door, but I Googled where to buy Redken toner and SC Salon Centric popped up, so I went without much thought to it. I thought it was no different than Sally's. You literally walked through the door that said that this is a retail store for professionals. And she really wants to focus on this, oh, midway through shopping, I was told. Midway, I was already halfway through filling up my entire cart with stuff that I did not need. Any good, upstanding citizen would have said, I apologize. I do not expect any favors, because I am trying to buy products that I should not have access to because I am not licensed. You should have put your items back and gone to Sally's, gone to Walmart, gone to Target. And guess what? If you can't get your grubby little hands on what you want, a Redken, then take your ass and your blood money to the salon. Okay? You want to go back blonde so bad for Ken, because in my opinion, your relationship's in the gutter. You're not entitled to purchase things that you're not licensed to buy. Gypsy also responded to somebody that was lighting her ass up, and she said, you seem to have a biased opinion, not because of this situation, but because of my past. So it's a personal dislike you have. I said my truth. It's unfortunate, but you don't know me, and I apologized for the situation. But you had a chance midway through shopping to not allow this to happen. But you saw that you could get away with something, so you continued on, which is exactly who you have been for a very, very long time. Entitled and wanting to get away with what is in your best interest. Nobody else around you, and that honestly scares me, because now you have a child. So now, again, we're throwing the retail worker further under the bus by saying, well, it wasn't because she knew who I was. She said she does it for people all the time. So I was like, okay, cool. Didn't think much of it at the time. If she would have said you can't shop here, I would have left. But on the same token, I should have left as soon as I was aware. Exactly. You had the opportunity and you didn't, and you stomped up and down for over a year now saying how much you have changed and how much you have grown and how much, you know, you're a better person and you're not this entitled little brat that is eating royal mashed potatoes in Disney, about to literally, you know, plot to kill your mother. You've said that you are not a diabolical gremlin. And here you are, literally 48 hours ago, you had the chance to listen to instructions and say, I am stepping into a territory that is not fair for me to step into. So let me not do this, and let me put the things back that are in my cart and stop it right here and do the right thing. And then, of course, people are talking about the crime and about Dee Dee and about Nick, and Gypsy's common response. How does that have anything to do with this video? I could talk about the crime, I could talk about Dee Dee, I could talk about other lies, but what a disgusting display of, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I feel like I can get away with it. even though I'm supposed to be this changed person who supposedly, from what we've heard for over a year, wants to be this respected member of society and wants to move on and wants to be a good person. And some people might look at this and be like, oh, well, is it really that bad? And some people might be in my comments right now typing out comments blaming the retail worker. I am not going to blame the retail worker because she told Gypsy this is not a right situation. And even if she said, I will allow it to happen this one time, it should have not happened because Gypsy wanted to be a better person and listen to the cues that the retail worker was giving to her. Who's to say that the retail worker was not scared to really lay down the law with Gypsy? I mean, we are talking about face-to-face interactions with a convicted murderer after all. But either way, that's the update on the Bleach and Salon Centric and the whole situation. I hope that the retail worker does not lose their job. That's what I hope. But either way, I felt like doing this update. I do have other stuff kind of on the back burner, but I figured since I just recently posted the thing about her frying all of her hair, why not provide this as an update? Because every single time you say you're unbothered, you are literally going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with people in a comment section instead of taking care of your baby. You have time all day to sit on TikTok and look for stuff that you can respond to. It's giving loser, but either way, I've had enough for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.